Okay. After I recorded and uploaded my last video, and me saying I got Oreo, which I'm so glad. I ended up taking a nap. I did not even notice that the new video by Laci Green came out, and I was like, okay, I'm reviewing this stuff now. Why don't I go and actually make a full reviewing thing? What I would do is I'm going to make a playlist of everything I review, but I'll make also a separate one of what I did and what the certain categories of what I watched from, like Dear White People, Laci Green, Blair White. I don't know. Just it happened. I haven't reviewed Blair White, but I'm just saying that I might do that someday. I agree with most of our opinions. I just don't. You guys know I just don't like transgender people. I can't stand them. Yeah. The Oreo's down there chewing on my bed. But now he's been having a problem with his leg, like it's really itchy, so I'm gonna take him to the doctor tomorrow. Anyway, but what's going on with the video? I'm going to go ahead and go to the Laci Green video. I didn't have it prepared because I was like thinking that this video would be a lot longer, but it's not. So I'd actually find the video now. And yes, I'm subscribed to Laci Green, but not for her actual intelligence. I'm there just to originally just to make fun of her.
What can you get for a penny?
Nothing. You can't get nothing.
Why not create your own custom website today for just one?
Okay, making this video. Hi, Internet! I'm back! Did you miss me? Don't answer that if you're mean. I certainly miss you guys. It's been...
She did that way too quick since I don't have I can't do that really quickly. But what I was gonna say is, when she said, "Do you miss me?" I was gonna be like, "Yeah, I kind of do actually." You went off the internet for a while. I wanted to see a ridiculous video about you, but I've been hearing this video is not ridiculous and it's actually pretty intelligent. So let's see if that's correct.
Been a few months since I've been on YouTube.
And it's the longest 2 months of my fucking life.
Longest break I've ever taken, but it was very much needed, and I feel so good. I think the social media detox is very nice. So I wanted to fill you all in on some stuff that's been going on since I've been on break. I haven't been completely removed from the internet.
Yeah, because you were on Blair White's stream. And you annoyed the fuck out of me with a fucking pen. You didn't even have to actually, you could have been really intelligent, but you decided to click the fucking pen so many times, like,
If you are active in the conversation about feminism and...
Well, if you mean making fun of it, I'm active in it. No, if you're actually being serious about that and saying, like, oh, you're a feminist, I'm not focusing on that because I don't give a fuck about feminists. I just want to have them to stop their fucking shit.
Social justice warriors, you may have noticed that I've been talking to and hanging out with some anti-feminist YouTubers. This has apparently really confused people. There have been thousands of tweets.
Well, I didn't tweet about this at all. I didn't even really pay attention to it. What you see in the chat that I was there, that like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that he was clicking the pen, as I said earlier. But I don't mind you talking to Blair White. If you go on Andy Worski's I think Worski Live, you can go on there and watch that. I don't really watch Worski Live, but if you go on there, I can actually do that since I actually would like to see your opinion on many things. Yeah.
And emails of people freaking out, like, what is going on? After all, Laci Green, am the very pinnacle of a social justice warrior.
No, you're not the pinnacle one. Let me get a picture show up so I can actually get an image of what it is, but I know that there's one that's even more than you. Yep, there she is. You know that 30-year-old looking woman that has the weird red fucking hair, looks like she's like sucking dick for money. Just type in redhead feminist and you'll find her. Her most famous line is patriarchy. The patriarchy. Oh, this is actually. Oh god, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know this. There's a woman that cosplays her, really? Fucking weird. Patriarchal fuckface. Come on. You're gonna do this to us, really? Anyway, back to the video. I just really was looking at what the Operation then, Operation now. What? No, it's in the opposite foot, if anything. Back then, it was like it was the Nazis keeping the Jews under control, and now it's now it's literally the feminists keeping Norm Hewitt down just because the patriarch guy. No, I know. Let's go back to what I was looking at because this is just before I go. Actually, I'm gonna download this image. Okay, let's go to the video now.
My SJW-ness has been memeified with statements like, everything is problematic and there are more than two genders and America is racist. But now,
I feel like you said one of those on Twitter.
at pro-Trump rallies, I'm told by reliable sources, there's talk
Yes, reliable sources. Would those be anti-SJWs? Aww.
that I'm being red-pilled in the Matrix sense, not so much the pickup artist sense. The red pill is a meme that refers to this realization that the world isn't nearly as simple as you thought it was. The question, of course, is what is the truth? What is the truth? And how bad do you want to know? In some sense, I took the red pill along.
Okay, it's less annoying than the pin, but it's more annoying than her regular videos. Fix your goddamn hair, lady. My hair is garbage right now because I just woke up and I'm gonna go brush it later. But shit, I know you didn't just wake up because since for your videos you prepare and do shit right. You've done this so correctly all the time. I'm surprised by her. I'm not surprised by me because I just woke up.
Long time ago.
Yeah, you awake?
It's why I do what I do. My YouTube stuff has always been about the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. And while yes, I am a feminist, I wouldn't describe myself as the ideologue that people sometimes make me out to be. I feel that
Well, then don't hang around that redhead bitch.
things tend to be messier than that, and frankly, that's the way I like it. So, let's get messy.
I get the joke with the context being in a different, like all kinds of different fonts, but come on, don't do this to me. It looks like you're robbing a context person. Give me context or I will fucking murder you. Okay, okay.
So here's some context about me. I used to be Mormon, pretty intensely so.
Oh my god. Are you still Mormon? If so, ring this bell. Oh wait, there's no bell. God damn it, we're in the Matrix! Ah!
You know, when I was 12 years old, there were adults telling me that my spiritual destiny is to be perpetually pregnant.
Okay, I've never been to that kind of church. But they must be a fucked up church to think that. Like, oh yes, you must be always pregnant, nothing else, because you are a baby maker. I don't know why it doesn't mean Indian, but it happens. It just happens. Like, really, when I was a Christian, I was actually a full-on fucking Christian. But when I just thought, oh, there's a God, he lets us all. And now I'm like, looking back at that, if he looked us all, he's an asshole from the things he does to us, even if he did love us. And scientifically, there's no way we could know if he exists.
Cute, right? I'm also half Iranian. Funny enough, my grandparents were.
anyone wants to put in the comments what Iranian is, go ahead. I have no idea what it is. If she meant Iran, I doubt it, because she's white as hell.
Political rebels in their day, speaking truth to power during the revolution in 1979. It's actually pretty badass, and it makes me feel like
It is. Oh, my grandparents, they cooked bok choy, so I must be a chef.
rebellion runs in my blood. But as a teenager, I got a little bit lost in all of this, as you do. So
Because as a teenager myself, I can say this. As a teenager, trying to figure shit out, you're going through shit. It's just a phase. I've learned to live with it, and I don't know if that just proves how much of a phase I'm going through, or if that proves I've already gone through my phase. I feel like I'm still going through a phase, though.
the first YouTube channel that I started when I was 17 was about skepticism and philosophy. Then, when I was 19, I created a series called Sex Plus, which is dedicated to...
Now, the Series 6 Plus is how I found you. And then they're going to say, wait, you were looking for sex. But when she started, I think I was like 8, 9. That or when I found her, I was 8 or 9. And I found her because my mom, she showed me it and was like, oh, TJ, I've seen you with girls, you should see this. And she literally made me watch it. I was like, I'm not fucking women when I'm 9 or 10. I'll start doing that when I'm 13. No, I didn't say that to her, but it did start when I was 13.
helping young people who, like me, had been told that their sexuality was bad or wrong, that they're less than because of their gender or sexual orientation, and so forth.
Okay, I want to say something. 2 minutes ago, you're a white fucking male, so you're a fucking bigot. You need to fucking die off the planet. Those feminists need to die. But people like you that go, he's a white male. That's straight. So the fuck what? Yeah. I just want to see. I want to see you do a. I want to see you like battling your Franny's information and see you do that because you seem smarter than her.
So this is the type of stuff that forms the core of my feminism, which I would describe as intersectional, sex positive, and skeptical. Skeptical, as in not easily convinced of stuff. Science is my rubric wherever possible because we're all prone to human error. Science isn't perfect, but it helps reduce those errors by a lot. At the end of the day, we all have true beliefs and we all have false beliefs. Skepticism is about acknowledging that. It's questioning even the seemingly unquestionable and being willing to adjust our beliefs as we get new information. In truth, I want to engage with criticism, but it's really hard to do online. There's a lot of hostility, things escalate super quickly, people don't really seem to be listening to each other, it's just a shit show. So I went down the rabbit hole.
Well, I'm not saying Laci Green should do this with me, because since I'm too small of a YouTuber, and I'm also too shy of a person to do this actually shit in person or online. But like if I was a bigger YouTuber, like maybe 60 subscribers, like that range, I'd probably be like, okay, talk to me online on Twitter. I don't think I have you blocked actually. Let me check on Twitter, which I have a tab right here. I don't think I have you blocked at all, because since I don't block people usually, but if I do, it's for a good goddamn reason. I'm not following you, but I'll follow you now just in case something does happen. But no, I don't have you blocked at all actually. So you can, yeah, you joined in, and now you know that. But if you want to go ahead and just like talk to me, you can. I'm just saying that I wouldn't suggest it at this time, but you can. I'm not saying you can't. But go ahead and do what you want and battle me, do that. No. Swords and swords in the shields! Go out and get the bow and arrows! Yes!
Of anti-SJW videos. And I found that some are pretty disrespectful, but that's not all the channels. I've recently found anti-SJW channels that are well cited and reasoned, you know, make some...
Yes. Me, Andy Worski, and Tim. Gavin might not know Tim, but He's an anti-SJW. And Mind Fiora. No, I don't believe in that, but that's the main thing me and Toon joke about our community, the Toon Army and all that. I think recently he sent a fan art of Pete, so yeah, you can go check that out. But anyway, what's this?
Some interesting points. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I agree with that, or I didn't really think of that. And sometimes I disagree, in which case, I still...
Yeah, Laci, you can agree and disagree. You don't have to go, I disagree with you 100%, and you don't have to go, I agree with you 100%. You just have to go, okay, I see this, but I don't think this is true, but I do think this is true, but also that might be true. Like, you want to have an opinion. You don't want to just follow something blindly. I've said this in several videos, that you shouldn't follow something blindly.
Feel it's beneficial for me to listen and consider another perspective. It helps me learn. So I decided to reach out to some. And, I was pleasantly surprised. People have been pretty kind to me. And, I'll be honest, I didn't really expect that. Judgment, vitriol. I even feel like I have a really good connection with a couple of new friends. But not everyone is so hunky-dory about it. Good friends of mine, feminists, have been a little bit skeptical of me.
Of course, because feminists are bitches. And I'm not talking about the dog. No, that's a male, so that doesn't work. God damn, CJ, you care what jokes. Yeah. You understand. Most feminists want you to agree with them full time. But us on the other side are anti-feminist. You can agree with us or disagree. It's your choice. Have a logical debate with us? Fine. Want to pet my dog? Fine. But just understand we're here for you.
They expressed the opinion that talking to antis or problematic people is, not going to be worth the time, that it won't be fruitful, that I'm engaging with bigots and validating their perspectives, that I'm offering a platform to bullies, things like that. While I can appreciate this perspective, I fundamentally disagree with it. So let me go down another rabbit hole here. Social justice communities lately have been arguing that bigoted ideas, this harmful speech should be suppressed because it allows the bigotry to spread and to be validated. I'm thinking of campaigns to get people's Twitters banned, book deals canceled.
Look, in my opinion, if you're going to ban someone on Twitter, you must have a goddamn good reason. If someone is literally saying, is seriously meaning Heil Hitler and all that, and is actually meaning it, I understand. Get them banned. But if someone's just going, Hitler had some good ideas, but also a lot of terrible ones, don't ban them. I'm saying you can block them, not like them, but you can't just say, hey, these people do not deserve to be on a platform, because they need freedom of speech. That hateful people that go against our law, yeah, we got to get rid of them. You okay? Oreo, what's wrong? Oreo? You're whining a lot, what's wrong? You go to the restroom and you go to bed, what's wrong? I'm trying to get you stood up, buddy.
Talks canceled, things like that. Ironically, this sounds very similar to the logic that is used by the right to censor sex ed. Information about sex has been deemed too harmful to hear. It'll encourage...
Okay, in my opinion, it's way off topic, but I want to point it out here. At the age of sex, I think people should learn is at the age of at least late, when you're 12, when you're in the late 12s, I don't know, most of you said late 12s, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you should at least where it's you're at your end of you're 12 and you're at the end of that, getting to the end of that. So at the end of that, you should start trying to branch off to sex now, because our kids are probably already playing with themselves, but they need to learn what this all means. Yeah.
Immoral behavior and speed social decay. Two sides of the same coin. The question is, what counts as harm? To some, harm is a problematic opinion. Harm is hate speech. Harm is inciting violence. The other pole of this issue is the perspective that there is no such thing as harmful speech, that speech can't hurt you. Therefore, all speech should be permitted, no matter what. I fall somewhere between these two perspectives. My opinion is that speech can be emotionally harmful if it causes pain or shame or dehumanizes you. It can also be physically harmful if it incites or advocates violence against someone. But these two harms don't pose the same amount of threat to an individual in the context of political speech. So they shouldn't be treated as equal forms of violence. You know, if we're going to say a slur is just as violent as punching someone in the face, to me, that minimizes the...
Okay, let's say I had to right here. I punch them in the face and then call them a dirty slut. That's a double combo. That's terrible. But if I punch someone in the face, they call me a dirty slut. It's really weird. Like, you can't do that then. You can't say, oh, the curse word's worse than the punch. No. Or, like, let's say, me and my friend are having a punching contest, what I do with one of my friends a lot. And we're like, we're trying to knock one or the other out. And then whoever wins calls the other a big, fat, dick slobbering ass. That's a fair game in the rules. So, yeah, it just depends where you're going with this. But yeah, a punch is usually worse than a curse.
Egregiousness of punching someone in the face. So I tend to agree with the interpretation by...
I saw this and I had to bring it up real quick. Do any of you remember the guy, I can't remember was he doing Pokemon Go? Is that what he was playing? I don't have a phone, so I don't know. But I do remember he was just like playing something or on his phone or something, and the guy literally came up, punched him in the head, and he started bleeding. It's like, dude, you can't do that shit. Fucking funny. You can't do that shit.
A lot of human rights organizations, which is that harmful speech starts where it incites or advocates violence. You know, I think the definition of harm is being pushed too far in regard to political speech, that this heightened level of sensitivity is actually resulting in some censorship. Not de jure like government censorship, the technical definition of it, but de facto censorship, you know, in practice. By shutting down platforms for speech and driving it underground, or by making ideas too taboo to be allowed to talk about. I also feel like this approach doesn't very well promote social justice. For one thing, when you think about it, suppression of speech is just a band-aid. It doesn't really address the systemic inequality or the mentality that lies at the root of these problems. It just sort of shuts the conversation down. It also has a clear backfire effect. It makes those poor, censored voices more sympathetic to a moderate audience. You know, case in point, Milo Yiannopoulos. The way I see it, the internet already gives everyone a huge platform, you know, much bigger than a university can offer. They're already on...
Talking about Milo, he may be gay and may be, like, speaking up, but some of his views are not good views, but he shouldn't be beat the shit out for that.
The internet, they're gonna be there. We should talk about it. I think we should address things head on. Through open dialogue, we can parse out ideas and really see what they're made of. And in response, everyone else has free speech too. They can dissent, they can protest, they can ask critical questions, they can counter the narrative, they can, highlight fallacies and moral failings of the argument. So all of this comes to a head in a brutally bizarre spectacle that happened last week amongst feminist scholars who appear to be cannibalizing themselves as usual. It all started with a feminist philosopher's publication in the philosophy journal Hypatia about transracialism. So in the paper, she examines arguments that are used for transgender equality and basically finds that logic can be applied to race as well. She highlights some of the logical inconsistencies and weaknesses in the arguments that are used against someone like Rachel Dolezal. It's a controversial topic and a controversial conclusion, and, she may well have some things wrong. But instead of refuting her arguments on their logical merits, the academics penned an open letter claiming that the paper needs to be revoked, citing its various harms, including using the wrong word, degrading trans.
Okay. If you're a trans person and I don't know it, you look like a male, I'm gonna call you a male. Oh, I'm a female. Well, the next time, look like a goddamn female, you bitch. Or you look like a female and you're actually a male. Hello, man. I'm a man. Well, hello, Mr. Dick.
People by comparing them to Dolezal, and having read the paper, the accusations that are made in this open letter are a complete misrepresentation of her argument to an extreme degree, which really makes this whole ordeal all the more troubling. These are not grounds to censor an academic paper. They're not grounds to ruin someone's academic reputation. I mean, what's the end goal here? Is it that, only a very specific perspective can be heard in a philosophy journal exploring feminisms? Like, that strikes me as very contradictory. And more generally, should publications, reject papers that don't agree with majority opinion? Like, that makes no sense. So this is a pretty big concern of mine, and I've felt this way for a long time. It affects my work. It affects the way that I can interact with people, the things I can talk about, the people I can talk to. And this is not to say that censorship doesn't occur on the right, because it absolutely does. They just tend to censor different issues. So where does this leave us? I want to continue these conversations.
Okay, she did. Okay, it's a minor thing, but she changed her shirt, and I don't know if it's because then she wanted to change her shirt and she was not comfortable, or if she really want to get our men's attention, and women's. Sorry, men not excluded. No, men and no, it's okay. Don't worry. No, men and women, like, because if you're a straight male or a lesbian woman, you're going, or a female, you're going to immediately go boing to those tits, because it's literally like cleavage is just like showing. I'm not focusing on it because my hand's like right there on it. So yeah.
Conversations, which is why soon I'm going to be launching a series of live debates with feminists and anti-feminists. In the comments, let me know if you have an idea of someone that I should invite on, or if you have ideas of topics that we should debate. And as for that red pill, well,
Laci, you left me on a cliffhanger. You can't do that. Come on. Like, say, okay, I'll take the red pill. Or they say, no, I'll take it. I need to know. Okay, it's way off this topic, but like, Oreo's dog is just like, not Oreo's dog, he is a dog. Oreo's eyes are literally just red, and I don't know what to do, because I got a yesterday, and so, taking care of him while I can, and it's been like this since I got him, so I don't know what's wrong with him. If you guys know what's wrong with him, put him in the comments, but to show you, I can't show you what he looks like, he's gonna sleep right now. Maybe I can color him, can I do that? Yeah, see? I don't know if you can see his eye. Okay, can you let them see the eye? No, I know you don't like being on camera, please. Can you see it? I don't think you can see it on camera. See, that's just his regular eye, he's just pushing out and just like doing this. Yeah, you can't see it on camera because it looks white on camera. But no, don't go. No, I want to cuddle with you. Come on. Come on. Daddy wants to hold you. Your daddy baby. Oh, it's still not good enough. Is it good now? Yeah, I think it's good now. Hey, no. I'll let you go, but later, but I want you to say, give me a call. Goodbye.